it's time to dish with D. That's me. New hairdo and all. I'm here for my WW weekly weigh-in and meeting topic du jour. I like doing that. My weigh-in, was on Monday, and I filmed this on Saturday because you guys are used to me uploading on Saturday. So we continue with that trend. I believe I was either the same, I don't remember, I should have looked, or up 0.2. I don't, honestly, I think I was the same. I think I was. If not, it was either the same or up 0.2. To me, that's the same. So yeah, so could have been better, could have been worse. I was still picking. Yeah, it was this week. It was the sesame sticks. Well, I should say then. I haven't had them since Monday. I will tell you, I have not had a sesame stick past this. Well, I have had them past this mouth, but not in that quantity since Monday. So I'm mighty proud of myself. They were the maple bacon. So if you all know about the maple bacon sesame sticks at the Amish market, you know where I'm coming from. I feel there's so many worse things I could eat. But yeah, so I switched to purple on Tuesday. I mean, honestly, not for any specific reason. I do have purple foods. I had some rice. I have some wheat pasta. And I've been into oats. Oh my gosh. So I figured, let's do purple. It's honestly, I always say this, it's really all the same. It's just a little bit of a different mindset. So hopefully being on a different plan just changes your mindset, maybe keeps you more thinking. And when you think, good things, at least when I think, good things happen. And somebody asked me, do I track my 0 point foods? I don't track them. Well, I do. I shouldn't say I don't. I do, not wholeheartedly, but I do weigh and measure them. I said this in my live. I have the same amount of wheat pasta on purple that I have on blue. Just because it's 0 doesn't mean I can have more. Because I know calorie-wise it's the same. So I'm all about knowing what I can eat. Just because it's 0 points doesn't mean it's 0 calories. So I may have it more often. Maybe I'd have it twice a week versus once a week. But I still measure out a cup. That's just, that for me, because I'm never going to always be on purple. So if I get into a habit of eating more, then when I'm back on blue, where I have to count it, yeah, and then I'll be wanting to eat more. So I've geared to that amount of food, so I keep up with that amount of food, if that makes sense. But I'm hoping for at least, I don't know if I'll have a loss this week. It wasn't a perfect week. It wasn't a bad week. I'm hoping for maybe half a pound would be nice. I'll be happy with half a pound, honestly. Yeah, I'm still 2 pounds over goal. Over goal. I mean, you have a goal, then you have your 2 pound leeway. So I'm actually 4 pounds over goal, if we want to be technical about it. But I'm saying 2 pounds because if I'm 2 pounds, then I'll be fine. Yeah. Just so you know, I am on the, I'm no different than you are. Can you tell? So let's see what our weekly topic is, shall we? Let's deep dive. All right. Make your habits stick. This is by Carol Oppenheim. Karen, didn't we just talk about habits? I mean, habits are good. Don't get me wrong, but I felt like we just talked about this. Let's see. Try this. Ready to build a habit? Here's how to find a behavior that will actually stick. Habits are something, if you do them often enough, they become habits. So I am in the habit of not eating after dinner. That habit came from being severely sick with reflux. If I ate at 7 or 8 o'clock, I'd be up all night. So I knew that I couldn't do that. So I didn't. So eventually, like now, and it's been like 15 years, I don't think about eating. People say, you don't snack after dinner? I don't even think about it because it became a habit. I don't think about food at 8, 9 o'clock at night. Now, granted, there is a time where maybe we're watching a movie, my husband makes some popcorn. Truth be told, if he comes in there with some popcorn, yeah, I'll have some. He comes in with some peanuts, yeah, I'll have some. But I don't go after to have it. He brings it and offers it to me, sure, I'll indulge, but I don't have the want. Like, I don't sit there and think, oh, I need some snack. If he brings it in and offers it to me, and I'll take it. Just as out of habit of just, when somebody offers you food, you take it. I will definitely put my hand in that bowl and take some of them nuts and take some of that popcorn. Again, that's a habit. When somebody offers you food, I take it. I need to get that habit. So let's see. Choose a focus. Eat better, move more, sleep soundly, and shift your thinking. Brainstorm. Idea for these 3 behaviors. See below what will help you focus. Choose one to try and repeat these 3 times a week. So try to repeat eating better, moving more, sleeping soundly, or shift your thinking. I sleep well, so I know that's good because I'm on a CPAP machine. Honestly, I do have help. Shift your thinking. I have good thinking. I know that if I've had a bad week, I'm okay with that because I think that, and I said this in a live just an hour ago, that it's normal to go off kilter once in a while. I strive to be normal. I don't strive to be over the other edge and say, oh no, I'm never going to touch that. Realistically, I'm going to touch it. It's just trying to touch it in a way that I'm not really going over the deep end. But if I go over the deep end, as long as I'm back on track, the next meal, I'm good with it because I'm human and I'm going to make those mistakes. As long as I recognize that, I think we're all okay. Eat better. I eat fabulous. I eat and I cook really good, healthy foods here in the house, and everybody's noticed it. And now my husband, does he have weight to lose? Sure he does. But he just eats too much of a good thing. Even too much of a good thing can hurt you. Portion control. And somebody just said that resonated with them. Portion control. And definitely if it's 0, doesn't mean you can have all you want. I wish in a world that they would run that home a little bit more often. You can't. You can't sit there and eat vats of non-fat Greek yogurt. You can't eat bunches of bananas. You can't eat a whole chicken. You can't eat pounds of shrimp. Just not the ideal thing. All those things have calories. So you still have to be on, even though they don't count calories, you have to in your mind realize that this has calories. This has 160 calories. It could be, it's not 0 points, but it's a low point food, but it still has 160 calories. They're 2 points. You could have 4 of them. But think about that. That's close to probably over 500 calories. That's a lot. We only should be having probably, like, at least me, where I'm at, probably 14 or 1500. So I would have a third of my calories on a few drinks. You have to, we have to be a little bit smarter, and we have to really think. I say this a lot about the work we put in for our plan. You have to really think of how things work out. And if you're like diabetic or you want low carb, you got to think of the sugar counts and things and the carb counts and things if you're type 2 diabetes, because just because it's 0 doesn't necessarily make it a good choice. Like fruit. I wouldn't have more than 2 servings of fruit a day if I'm type 2 diabetic because of the sugar count. I would have to watch my carbs too, because carbs turn into sugar, some carbs. So you have to be careful of those. So that would be bang, 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 bang fruit and 4 or 5 servings of fruit. And you're not seeing the results on your sugar that you would really want to see. That really has something to do with habits, but that's a good habit. Watching your carb count. How did it feel to repeat your healthy habit 3 times? How did it feel? Did you feel accomplished? Did you feel like you've done something? You have to feel like sometimes when we put our mind onto something like this, it takes the focus off of food. Like I have to sit here and think about my healthy habits. I have to sit here and think about planning how to get a more of an exercise in, or I say movement. How can I get more movement in a few times a week? Maybe I could plan to do a Leslie Sansone with the Glam Squad. Maybe I can take that dog for a walk. Maybe I can go clean my house, and that's exercise. Cleaning is exercise. Trust me. Running that vacuum is exercise. Mopping that floor is exercise. Things don't get done on their own. We have to do it. So I think that's all part of it. Choose a focus like eating better, moving more, sleeping more soundly, or shifting thinking to brainstorm ideas for 3 behaviors that will help you with a focus. Choose one to try and repeat 3 times a week. And how did that feel? I think we already said that. Let's dive deeper. When behaviors have an immediate positive impact, they're more reinforcing. So if you're moving more and all of a sudden you see that scale go down, you're going to want to move more than you moved last week because you saw the effects of that. It's like cause and effect. Meaning we're more likely to want to do them again. And the more we repeat the behavior at the same time using the same cue, we're more likely it will become a habit. All good things. Need to help figure out which healthy habit to try building? Feel free to grab one of our suggestions, which I already gave you. Eat better. Here are some ways you can eat better. Track my meals when I sit down to eat. I would say track before you even take a bite of food. Include a vegetable with every meal. That's huge. Veggie will never, I don't think will ever impact as much as fruit will in your journey. Meal prep my lunch while cleaning up from my breakfast. I like to meal prep my lunch when I'm cleaning up for dinner, and I usually like to take that for lunch. That's just me though. Move more. Stand up every hour. That is why you have your watch reminds you to stand. You only have to stand for a few minutes and just walk around your downstairs. Go get the mail. Go out in the backyard and walk around the yard. Take a nightly walk. That's the best time to walk in the summer because it's cooler and the sun goes down. And like I said, you don't have to walk fast. You don't have, you walk at the pace you're comfortable with. Dance it out in the morning to your favorite tune. Oh my gosh. I am thinking of doing, I don't know what you guys think, but I can't put it on YouTube because YouTube has all these copyrights. But I was thinking of doing like a dancing exercise video with dance music. But I can't put it on YouTube because YouTube has all these copyrights. And I'm trying to find different music I could use. Because I was thinking of doing that. Because if this is, I think maybe I could either do it on Instagram or maybe do it on, I have weird things planned, so. But I love to dance. Do you know how much you burn when you dance? And guess what? Nobody sees you. And when I dance out in public, I don't care what people think. Because I'm out there having a good time. And I'm throwing the hands in the air. And I'm doing my thing. You got to enjoy what you do and not care what other people think, because guess what? They don't matter. So sleep soundly. Read a book before you go to bed. Put down your technology. Technology stimulates you. I usually do movies before I go to bed. Write a worry list to clear my head. No, I wouldn't do that because you're going to write that down. When you write things on paper that you're like, you have to see that. No, I wouldn't do the worry list. Put a calming music and stretch. That's always nice. Some calming music and stretch. Though I would think that would pump me up. Any kind of stretching and movement stimulates me. So I would say, watch a good movie. Shift your thinking. Well, write down 3 good things each night. Think of a non-scale victory every morning. Call my friends when I am stressed. That's why we have the buddy system here at Dish with D, because you need somebody. When you're stressed, you need somebody to listen. And, find a good group on Facebook. Dish with D's crew. Post something in there if you're having a bad day and you need to vent something. That's what it's there for. Putting it down sometimes makes you feel better. You just vent it out. You let it go. And that's what you have to let go of things sometimes. When you keep them bottled up, they're actually more detrimental than once you typed it and hit it. You have to let it go. That helped my weight loss journey more than you know, saying my weight out loud. I know that's because nobody knew what I weighed here. So when I finally released it, made such a difference in my journey. It truly, truly did. I released the Kraken, in the embarrassment of being 270 pounds, being not even 5'4". That's a lot of weight. And when I finally released it and let it go, good things happened. Good things happened. Are you happy, proud, or feeling a positive impact? Great. This is a good behavior to turn into a habit. Choose a cue that will remind you to practice it consistently. Not finding the habit particularly rewarding? Try using the temptation bundling to make habits more reinforcing, which we already talked about temptation bundling. What's the recipe card du jour this week? Cheesy cauliflower waffles that I hear Kathy McLean has made several times. They are 3 points on green, 2 on purple, and 2 on blue. So what makes some points? The cheese, probably. Yeah. Why? 5 sticks of, yeah. How many waffles does it make? 1 waffle is 2 tablespoons of sauce. The sauce is yogurt and horseradish. I love that sauce. I put that on my corned beef. I put on my roast beef. Non-fat Greek yogurt and horseradish. People, it's amazing. If you've not tried it, you should. Non-fat Greek yogurt is my go-to for everything. If you don't know that, it is. Well, I hope you enjoyed this topic. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. And let me know how you did this week in the comment section. Let me know what you think about these topics in the comment section. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. There's a subscribe button. I would love to have you. It helps my channel out when you're subscribed, when you comment, when you thumbs up. YouTube will share me. The more comments, the more thumbs up, the more interaction we have. YouTube will share my channel with bigger channels and that get the word of Dish with D out there. So I thank you for all you do, and I will talk to you real soon.